Okay, how's that? Hold on. Okay. No, wait. Hold on. Turn that off. This is the problem I was having. Okay. Now. No, not that one. Put that over there. Now, is it better? You're not getting any feedback on it? Because that was the problem I was having. And let me just make sure that the microphone is turned off on my phone. It should be. Okay, we'll go with that. So, are we all okay? No feedback. Good. Okay. Oh. Sounds good. Okay. Awesome. Wonderful. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Only this one minor glitch this morning, as opposed to, or I should say this afternoon, as opposed to, 45 minutes yesterday? Okay, would you expect anything less? No. Okay, so let's see who's here. Melissa, you're here. 800 stitches and you'll have a finish. Yay! Yay. Hello, Esther. I see you made it this time. We missed you yesterday. I'm glad you're here today. Sandy, hello. Allison, you made it today. Did you get notice or did you just get my little message to you? And Missy, hi Missy. Joy, you're here. Linda, Donna, hi Donna. Yes, I found my voice. I threw it out the window a while ago. Martina and Woo Woo. Oh my goodness. The whole gang is here. This is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I pulled out Adam's Adams didn't get the invite for yesterday. Oh no? Do you guys that aren't getting notices, do you have the little bell ticked? Because that should get you the notice when I go live. Operative word there being should. Because usually I get an email that says that someone went live. Allison, thank you. Oh. Thank you so very much. Oh, I appreciate that so much. That's so sweet of you. So sweet. I have not done anything more on my Hardanger sampler. Just what I showed yesterday. Because, well, after I left here yesterday, I spent the time fixing all of this so that we wouldn't have 45 minutes of Karen fixing her live stream. We don't want that. We don't want that. And I changed my setup a little bit today because I have Adam's sampler or stocking on one of the, let me see what it's called. Arabesque scroll frames. So, believe it or not, look at this. I was able, let me squinch it in some more, to put it on my Patoki table stand. Now, it might do this a little bit, but it's better than being everything so crowded on my table here because Well, if you guys, oops, wrong way. If you guys could see what this table looks like. Oh, now I messed it up a little bit. Okay, hang on. No, this way. There we go. We'll call that good. Yeah, my table has, well, let's just say it's a mess. But I have to have all these things. I have to have my chart. I have to have my keyboard. I just have to have. So, yeah. Aw. Okay. So, are you guys stitching today? I'm sorry I don't have 45 minutes of entertainment for you this afternoon. Like I said, I didn't have anything planned. I was just gonna stitch and hang out, but I am going to, look, I'm gonna mess this up a little bit and I will fix the camera because I need to be able to see what I'm, okay, you wanted entertainment, here we go. There we go. Because I need to be able to see the chat. So I'm gonna just change it up just a smidge here. Didn't think about that when I was putting this all together today. Oh, no stitching today. You finished a baby blanket for a newborn. Oh, time to relax. Oh. Yeah, you know what, Allison, that's true. Sometimes you gotta sometimes I just have to take a chill day and not stitch. Oh, now what? Hold on, do you hear the... Oh, my calendar messaged me. I tell you what, there's always something when you come here. Always something. Julie, you're chilling on the sofa. No, wait. Did you not tell me? Did you not? Okay. Did you tell me you had just a few more stitches to be finished? Oh, rain. Yeah, you know what? We had our share of rain yesterday. Today, it's supposed to be not too bad. Well, they're not calling for any today, but it is super dreary out there. And I think it's tomorrow evening into Monday. We're getting all that rain that's coming up from you guys in Texas, I believe. And then it's supposed to be You like my ringtone, Allison? Pink Panther. Do you guys do that? I have separate ringtones for certain things. Like my calendar is a Pink Panther. My ringtone for a phone call is Game of Thrones. My ringtone for when Barb messages me is crickets. And when she messages me, my husband's always saying, "Oh, the cricket's on the phone again." And then I have a certain ringtone for my daughter, and yeah. That way I know who's calling. And if it's just the standard system ringtone, then I know it's probably an unknown caller. And those I don't answer. Okay, this is just a smidge high. I might have to lower this just a little smidge to save my back. Who's that lady? Oh, Warhorse by Design Works. Oh, awesome. Who was it that I was talking to this morning? And they only had 800 stitches to go. See, I get distracted. I have a conversation, then I'm off to the next thing, and then it's like, okay, what happened to the focus on my phone? Okay, let's fix that. Ay. There we go. Oops, too far. Is that better? Nope, too far. Oh, I just got a stitching show. Oh my goodness. You are a brave, brave soul. No, let's go this way. There. Is that picture better? Julie, you're at 7% complete. Bless your heart. I'm not. Oh my goodness! My clicky finger is not working well today. Let's see. What percent am I on this one? I bet it's a whopping 1.6. Now, the only reason I reached my target goal here today is because I had some stitched already, and I marked that, and they weren't marked, so I marked them off. So I really didn't stitch 473 stitches today. I really did not. I maybe did 1025 because I marked off these down here that had not marked off. So I can't give you a number today because it would be cheating. Now, where did my... Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Should I do this? How's that? How's that? And now it will try and focus on my hand. Yeah, Allison, this is kind of fun working out all the glitches when you go live, isn't it? There's always, I don't know about you, but for me, there's always something. Woo, you're at 80%. Oh, that's so wonderful. So very wonderful. You want me to cheat? So you want me to say I already did 400 and some stitches already today? So this will just get added into that. And then I will have a bumper day that when I do a live, I'll never, ever, ever be able to beat it again. Don't. No, I won't. But I am going to stitch a bit because we're going to stitch and hang out today. And to be honest, I really have no clue what method I'm doing here. I'm just kind of, sort of stitching. I was going to try and stay in a column. I am going to park. I don't know, Allison. Maybe this is going to be close to what you do in Royal Rose. But I wanted to work on this one today because I thought it's not as much concentration as working on God Shed His Grace or Frosty. I'll do Frosty as a pre-recorded stitch with me. I think. No, I will do that one only as a pre-recorded because there's too much. Right now, I'm at a point where there's just too much color changes. And then we all know what happens. I'll get distracted and yeah. I'll get distracted and then I will have it all messed up and then frogging. No, not going to go there. Okay. Awkward today. Trouble finding the holes. Yeah, this is a little makeshift here. And yesterday, I thought about doing the one on my Nerge scroll frame. Today again, but that was a bit of a cumbersome setup. So I chose not to do that today. And I'm going to park this or let that right there and do that other color. I really would like to do the, like Brian does, you know, just not close. And Gemma, how many of you watch Gemma Stitches, where they're not closing in the stitch? Well, let's do that again. I really would like to kind of do it that way. Just, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but but I don't know. I think it gives everything a neater, cleaner look. And because sometimes I would have to use my snag nabbit and put the stitch back because it does pull it. They do pull it up. Now the ballpoint needles, that doesn't happen as often, but yeah. I don't know. There's always, once again, Karen is always changing her mind. Yes, I like to watch Gemma. I find it very interesting the way she stitches. And you know what? I watched somebody this morning, or right before I came on, I was watching it. Now, what the heck was her name? I believe she spoke Spanish because I had to put it on auto translate because I didn't understand her language. But she uses a method. Yeah, I do that too sometimes, depending on, I actually would probably do it up here where I'm at now because it's a lot of one color. There are very few colors up here. Let me look at YouTube, because this woman, what her name is, hold on, hold the phone a minute. Oh, I was watching it on my computer. Look at all this junk I have open. I was playing games when I get bored of stitching. And then I have the funny haha stuff that I laugh at on Instagram. Okay, let me go to YouTube, because now this will bother me till I think of her name. I don't want studio, you silly goose. And there's my live stream. Here she is. It's NeedleBugg. But what she was doing is called her back. No matter what she stitches, her back, every stitch on the back is a straight up and down line. There is nothing but straight up and down lines, and it does not matter how many colors or whatever. There is nothing but straight up and down lines. Now, she doesn't do heaven and earths, and I don't think she will, because from the from what the translate was saying, that's too many colors to be able to do the technique that she does. And I had signed up for an online course called Tidy Back. And that's exactly what that course was. There's a way to stitch that all your stitches have just straight lines on the back. And a lot of times it's just completing a lot of half stitches, even up multiple rows, and then coming back down and crossing them so that you're always crossing, that you have the straight up and down on the back. Yes, I think she is in she speaks Spanish. Okay, I lost my chat here. There it is. You count how many I have done, and then when I go back and count again. Oh, that was a cat. Hello, Barbie. Glad you made it. It's called Ebenezer stitch. Is that what that is? I have to look that up, Martina. I have to write that down. Ebenezer stitch. Let's see, things that just things that just intrigue me. I'm all about finding out different things. Yes. Exactly, Latassa. Exactly. Jean Carey's has a visit. I'm doing that with... Okay, I'll have to look that up too. Carey's. I just found it... quite interesting. Hi, Brandy. It seems, though, that I could be wrong. It seems that the easiest way, or the way I have observed it being done, is that they use a sewing method as opposed to what I'm doing as sticking and stabbing. You know, I stick and stab, so I guess it helps if you anchor your thread, doesn't it? I stick and stab, so yeah, I have to wonder, if you stitch that way, would you get confused? As to which direction. Honestly, if you have to work diagonals, it may mess the direction of how you stitch and therefore the tension. True. I could see that. Yeah, I think I have to do some more investigating on that. But now she did start her stitches this way, where she went under on the top. She started and ended most things on the top. She liked to have 3 stitches. And I think I can do it here. I think I picked up on the way she was doing it. You go under 2 of your uprights in the fabric. And then you go down. Because I did like this way of starting things. And then you can come up in your regular spot and do your first stitch. I mean, I did kind of like that, because I thought that's going to help. That's going to help your back not be so bulky. And then you get caught on other things that you have stuck here. So let me just start this. Okay. She parks top right. My stitches are all parked bottom left. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Lucia. If I have to think too much about it, yeah, it takes if I have to sit and concentrate too much about what I'm stitching, it does take the fun out of it. I would rather just be able to go and, I try to keep the back as neat as I can, but also I don't get too bent out of shape if it gets a little messy. And yes, I will travel. It's one of those things of everybody stitches different. Everybody finds a technique that, well, most of us find a technique that you like, and then you take that technique and probably alter it to what works for you. Tracy, hello. Karen has a new rabbit hole. Yeah. What else is new? It looked to me, it was a kit. Elizabeth, it was a kit that she was working on. So I'm going to say it was probably a 14 count. Oh, why did my picture get funny? I must have had a loss of something there for a second. Yeah, I can't do sewing method really on 25 count either, unless I'm stitching a solid area. And then what I do is do it as a continental stitch in from right to left, and then half cross it on the way back from left to right. So I don't cross as I go. It's continental, right to left, and then working back, I just do a half cross to get back to the beginning. But that has to be in an area that's more solid. It's difficult to do when you're doing just one or two stitches. You need at least two to do it that way. Linda, hello. Nicola, hello. How are you? I hope things have gotten better for your channel. I hope the nasties have stopped. Donna, you sent me pictures on messages. Great. I will look at them. I will do that. In fact, we can look. I have my iPad connected here. My iPad. So, see how I don't stitch? Maybe I want to count those 400 stitches I already had done or already marked off from this morning. Oh, let's look at Messenger. Ooh. Pretty. Very pretty. And is that done in that tidy back method? It is. You're showing me. Oh, I know what you're doing. Jean Farish. Jean Farish uses this method, and I think it's called Victorian cross stitch, where you work across your row and you go, you come up in the bottom left. No, wait. You come up in the bottom left. You go down in the top right, come up in the top left, down in the bottom right, and then move to the next stitch. I think that's what that looks like. Oh, you're okay. Oh, Nicola, I so hope your rant worked. I so hope it did. That's a little side note here, folks. And I still do believe in us supporting each other when it comes to those kinds of things. You know how I feel about that. So I'm glad. I'm glad it's settled down. Came in late. What are you using to mark off your chart? I am using Markup. Markup RXP on my iPad. I either use that or Pattern Keeper. Oh, moved the wrong one. One or the other. I used to use GoodNotes. I used to use Goodreader, but I use one of these two now. That's kind of my go-to at this point. This is, let me see if I can pull in a picture of what this is that I am working on. Here we go. Browse pictures. Let me find it. Oh, no, wait. Saved pictures. Nope, that's not it. Screenshots. Wait, do I have it? It's called Snowman. And it's a Heaven and Earth Christmas stocking. I guess the only place I have it is in my camera roll, and to find it in there will take forever and a day. Yeah. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, that's like hunting for a needle in a haystack too. Okay, back that up. Here we go. Pictures. Camera roll. Oh. Like I said, this could take forever and a day to find it because there's too many pictures. Okay. Oh, wait, it's easier this way. Hold the phone. Why didn't I think of this? Cancel that. Cancel that. Here we go. It's so much easier this way. You get to see all my lovely pictures. And my not, so there's my beautiful little cat. Well, there's Frosty. There's my lovely daughter. Here it is. This one right here. Oh, this is what I'm working on. This Frosty, this is the snowman. That's for my daughter. And then the one aside of it here is for Adam. It's called Snowman, and it's a Heaven and Earth. And it's a lot of blue. You're so right, Lucia. I did have it right there. Oh my God, what was I thinking? There it is. Oh my God, some days if I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Oh, where the grass went behind you. I changed it from grass to ocean. That's what I was doing yesterday after I got off the live stream, because I wanted to make sure that things went better today than they did yesterday because of all that time. Okay, it was wasted time. Although it was probably hysterical time for you guys. I'm sure you had a good laugh, which was fine. Okay, and who said? Somebody said I had him in stitches. Yeah. So I changed it. I made a whole new, what do they call it? A whole new collection where I have this now set just specifically to live stream so that I don't have to redo it every day or every time. It's already set up. Things should work the way they're supposed to work. So we shall see. We shall see. Oh. Yeah, that blue behind me is not actually outside my window. I'll cancel that. I think, oh, I know what's happening. My background is coming through behind me instead of what is actually there. Huh. I wonder why it's doing that. Because it's just plain gray sky outside. It just made me laugh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Yes, it was quite the quite the circus. Yeah, I don't, something is hiding back there. Background template. Something else is turned on behind there because I see, oh, it's the chat words coming up through. So let's lift that down a little bit. Okay. See, here we go. I'm playing, oh, look, it's, huh, it's still doing it. It is magic. Look, I do some things. Yeah, my grass might be acting as a green screen, only it never did that before. I do some things and I don't know how I do it. Let's see, what's this one? Well, that didn't take it away. But obviously it didn't change anything, so I don't need it. What's this? Watch it go away. Oh, there it went. Would you like the background? Or no background? Well, maybe that made it really weird, didn't it? Huh. We'll let the background on. Yes, Nicola, you do need to do a live stream. You really do. They're fun. They really are fun. And you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you mess up, because just watch my live streams. It's called a major mess up a lot of times. In fact, for as much fun as some of you guys have on my live streams, truth be told, They are my videos that get the most dislikes. So, you know what? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. My thing is, here's how I feel about it. I do a live stream so that I can connect with all of you guys, because it's one thing to, put that video up and you guys watch it and you leave me comments. And I read every comment and it's fine and wonderful. However, when I do a live stream, we have immediate interaction, and that is way more fun. And then you get to watch me be an idiot, because sometimes I'm just, you see it, you saw it yesterday. How long did we spend trying to get the stream correct so that you had the chat, so that you could see the stitching, so that everything was as it should be? Yeah. But, okay. Or here, go looking for a picture when it's right here in front of your face and you can't find it. So do a live, Nicola. We will get great joy out of watching it, honest, and it's okay. Oh my goodness. I would like to help quilting friends set up her software to show Messenger the way you are. You mean to show the iPad, Tracy? I use two different apps to show my iPad, which is where the graph is. I use an app. Now this is Apple. Well, no, it's for either or because I have it on my PC. I use Let's View, and that lets you share your screen. Okay, so that's what's showing my iPad, showing this. Okay, it's called Let's View, and you can get the free version, or you can pay like $5 for the paid version, and the paid version actually works much better. Okay. I have it plugged into my computer, but it's only plugged in so that I don't run out of battery. It is a Bluetooth connection. Okay, so that's that one. This one, the stitching, I use an app called IV Cam, and to get the picture, I'm using my iPhone. So my iPhone needs both the apps on it, and my computer needs both the apps on it so that they talk to each other. Okay? So what you do then is I do one at a time, but I'll start the app on my computer, and then my iPhone, I can connect via a USB to get this picture. I don't have to do a Bluetooth connection. And then I start the app here, and when I have it plugged into a USB and it talks to it just starts up right away. Let's View, which is this one, the iPad, I started up on my computer, I started up on my iPad, and then my iPad has to detect my computer. And then you click on that so that it starts talking to everyone or to the computer. And then you have to go into those settings up here, these guys, and tell it to screen share. And that's all. It really isn't hard. It's really easy. So, yeah. And if she needs help, or you need help explaining it to her, just message me. I'll show you. I'll go on a video call with you. blow raspberries at my YouTube dislikes. Do you know what? I did my spiel in support of Nicola. And what I said to people, and I'll say it again, is if you dislike what I do, that's fine. That's okay. And I'm okay with that because not everybody likes everybody's videos. But the infamous but word, what I would appreciate is if there's something that you don't like, you tell me because maybe I can do something different. But more times than not, you just get the dislike and then crickets. So to that, I just put, oh well. Oh well. I've kind of just let it go. Let it go. If people don't have enough wherewithal to say what it is that they don't like, then they're just, in my book, a coward. They don't own up to what they're thinking and they don't take responsibility for their thought. So I just disregard them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So enough about that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. At least not right now. Yes, Nicola, give it a go. And if you need help, you know where to find me. I will help you. Oh, well, you're welcome, Tracy. And like I said, if you need help, just explaining it to her or showing her how to do it, just let me know. We can do a call or whatever it takes. Julie, you're right. Internet trolls are the worst. And you know what? They're out there. Every channel probably gets them at some point or another. And actually, it's best to just ignore them. Really. I've come to that, and I should have said that before, but I've come to that conclusion. Because if they know they can get you upset, it's like anybody who knows who's the person that thrives on the drama. If they know they can get you upset, that's what keeps it happening. So if you just ignore it, blow it off, make fun of it, it takes the thrill out of it for them, and then they start to let you alone. I don't know if I told you this story before. I might have. I know I told somebody or some of you, but many years ago, because I was married before Glenn and I were married, and I was going through my divorce. And one evening, my phone rang. And it was an obscene phone call. So what do people normally do when you get obscene phone calls? Oh my God, you know, they react. Okay. Well, I reacted, but not in the manner that they anticipated I would react. I bust out laughing and promptly said, "Oh my God, this is awesome. I never had an obscene phone call before. This is great." Why, by darn, they hung up on me. Yeah. So, but do you get the concept? It took their fun away because they were after seeing somebody get all bent out of shape, and it was like, no. I just kept laughing and saying, "Oh my God, I never had an obscene phone call before." Yeah. So sometimes it is just a matter of don't buy into them and they'll eventually let you alone because they'll get tired of not getting the reactions that they want. Well, Sandy, you could be right. It could be jealousy. I don't know. I don't know why anybody would be jealous of what I do. I don't know. I still can't believe that I have as many subscribers as I do have, but I'm thrilled to death with it. And you're right, Trace. You can't please everybody. And if you try to please everybody, no, you're going to make yourself crazy. I know, it's a very short trip. Very short trip. But yeah. You can't, you can please some of the people. How does that go? You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all the time. Something to that effect. And yeah, yeah. Oh, Lucia, you're pleased every time I come on. Let the haters be haters. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's why they do it, because they know they can get you. So yeah, just it. See ya. I wish when there was a dislike, there was a way for me to respond to it. Oh, Robin, thank you. I do get that sense very much. Very, very much. Yes, I took all the pleasure. That's hilarious. Oh, most you get are Jehovah's Witnesses at the door. Not exciting here. I don't know that I have a comeback for that. I don't know. Short of, I don't know. Sorry, I had a thirst. Now I'm going to stitch a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's my story where that's concerned. And you know what? You like what you like. You don't like what you don't like. And I have always said, what you see is what you get. And if that's something that you don't like, then sorry, not sorry. 'Tis what it is. I can't change who or what I am. That just won't be happening. Pardon me. There's. I hope I'm not messing up here. I don't think I am. No, that's right. Yeah. I am what I am. Yeah. Once encountered a flasher that's in a raincoat. He made me laugh. He got so embarrassed he ran away. Perfect. Pat, I'm not sure what you mean. Markup sets up your colors for you. Up here at the top, it tells me the symbol, the color number, and how many stitches. If I had this on my keyboard thing, I could point it out to you. But up in the very middle of the top, it tells you the colors. Now, if I want to search a color, okay, I'm going to unhighlight that one, okay? I just hit this middle search button, and then I tap on the color that I want, and it highlights the whole thing. It highlights every color through the whole chart. Because I have this set up where I can see the whole chart. So if I really wanted to stitch cross country or extreme cross country, I could do that, just like Pattern Keeper. Markup is I haven't done it except with one very small chart just to test it out. But what I tested out, what I had to do was scan it and then bring in the scan, and it set things up, and you have to match the grids. But doing that, only my personal opinion, and it was a very small chart. It was not a heaven and earth. It went into markup easier than Pattern Keeper. I have not messed with Pattern Keeper very much on putting paper charts in, and I only did it once in markup and attempted it once in Pattern Keeper. I only tried it, but I didn't spend too much time on it because I don't stitch very much except things that are PDF that will go right in. So it's not a high on the need to know how to do list for me, other than to need to know how to do so I can show you guys. But yeah, Heaven and Earth in markup is perfect. Other PDFs, some work, but some work. Yeah, and some you have to either fiddle with or they're not going to work. I can tell you long dog samplers go into markup, and in markup you can see the back stitch. So that's a plus. That's a plus. Each one of those apps have their own value as far as likes, dislikes. One does some things that the other one doesn't, and really it depends on what it is that you're looking for. I, in all honesty, lean towards markup for the simple reason that I like the statistics. I like to know what, Pattern Keeper gives you the how many stitches are marked off. It gives you the percentage. It gives you the total stitches. It tells you the number that they stitched today, but to get the history of that, you have to change your clock on your tablet to go back and see. Where markup gives you, well, now let's see, there's not, whoops. Okay, I didn't stitch on this very much. Let me pull up a different chart. Hold on. Hold the phone. Here, let's pull up Frosty. There's a lot there. Okay. So I didn't stitch on it today, but it gives me the history. You can see the days I did stitch, and you can see how many stitches I stitched. And I must not have marked them all in. No, I was using Pattern Keeper for a bit of time. That's more like it. Okay. So, but that's what I like to be able to see that. Granted, my videos are not usually videos that say, oh, I moved out of the screen here. This is my progress on this, that, and the other thing, and this is how many stitches I stitched. You find very few videos from me with that type of video. But I like that information for myself. So it's on here. Over here, right under where it said, on the right-hand side, above all the bar graphs, it tells me how many stitches I stitched that month. So it already adds it up for me. And it tells me how many hours I logged. It tells me the days. So I can also okay, that's April. Go back to March. There's March. I can also, this is an annual thing. So far this year, I did 10,000 stitches, almost 11,000 stitches on Frosty. So it gives me the annual total as well as a monthly total. So, you know, I lean towards it. And look at that, Frosty 65% done. Yes. Where Adams is a whopping 1%. But yeah, it depends on what you want. It depends on what you're looking for. If some of those things don't matter to you, then stay with Pattern Keeper, because Pattern Keeper is a perfectly fine and wonderful app. If you want the other things, and the way they function as far as marking your things is very, very similar. One of the differences being, though, now I have this I can never remember spades and clubs, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I have a symbol highlighted. If I want to highlight another symbol and don't hit the markup, the key that you use to mark off your stitches, it's just going to highlight that one stitch. See, that's a 5. It's going to add it to that, which that can get a little confusing. So in order to pick a new one, you have to hit this twice. And now I can pick those. So now if I hit it once, it does away with it. Okay, I can go back to that. Hit it again, I can go to those. So I think that's different. Yeah. So you just have to get used to that. Now the other thing is with markup, there is an annual subscription fee. Pattern Keeper is once and done. It's a one-time price and finished. Markup is an annual subscription fee. So it really, if you don't have an Android tablet, this is an awesome app for iOS. And it is no longer free. Like I said, there's the annual subscription fee. I honestly don't know what it is, because I happen to have purchased it when it was a once and done. And when it went to a subscription, I was grandfathered in, so to speak. And I will always have it without paying that fee, unless something changes along this line. So, yeah, that's the difference. Pattern Keeper is a once and done cost, and then you're done. You don't pay for it anymore. So again, it depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what you want. It depends on what operating system that you have. You know, if you only have Apple products and an iPad, this is a perfectly fine and wonderful program. If you have an Android, Pattern Keeper is a perfectly fine and wonderful program. Now, here's the other difference. Pattern Keeper only works on Androids. Only works on an Android. Only works on your Kindle, your Samsung tablet, or whatever Android you happen to have. Markup works on both. You can use it on an iPad. You can use it on a Samsung tablet. I would imagine you could probably put it on a Kindle. I'm not sure. Now, look at me. I'm not stitching. Why is that? Yeah. That is the one difference, that you can use it on either operating system, where Pattern Keeper is strictly Android. So again, it depends on what you want or what you're looking for. Let me go back and see what comments I'm missing here, because I'm missing some. Okay. Elizabeth, you put several paper charts in Pattern Keeper, yet it's time consuming and tedious. Okay. I had a little bit of trouble doing it, but you know, that's to be. Look at me, Mrs. Technical here. I'm not surprised. Yes, that's the other thing, Julie. You are absolutely correct. Pattern Keeper works better on an Android because it was made for an Android. Markup, and I'm just guessing at this part of it, was made for an iOS, but also adapted to work on an Android. And I will say, I have it on my Samsung tablet and I have it on my iPad. And I prefer to use it on my iPad. On my Samsung tablet, it's very laggy. Very laggy. It works better on an iPad than it does on the Android. Where Pattern Keeper A is not available on an iPad, and it works wonderful on an Android. And as far as whether it works better on a Samsung or a Kindle, I don't know. I honestly cannot speak to that, because I haven't really used it on a Kindle. So, yeah. Yeah, Pat, you just use that little hourglass. Well, not hourglass. That little thing that looks like a magnifier. That's what picks your color. Like I said, the icons there at the top, the marker, the symbol, and the pan or zoom work the same way as they do in Pattern Keeper. So, or they mean the same thing as they do in Pattern Keeper. You just have to be a little careful of when you're switching from one symbol to another. Oh, Tracy, you finally started your very first ever cross-stitch project. Yay! You know what I tell people? Tracy, can you sew on a button? can you make an X to sew on a button? Okay, just say you don't sew on buttons. Neither do I. But I'll sew X's on a cross stitch. That's all it is. It's just an X, and it's just one X at a time. Just one. And then you move on to the next one. Yeah. It's just that simple. You look at the chart, you see what squares need an X or what squares need what color, and you put that color X in that square. Much simpler than that you can't get. Leanne, you found using Pattern Keeper, copying a paper pattern into a JPEG instead of a PDF. It imports easier. Oh, well, now that's interesting. You make it a JPEG file. So you just take a picture of it? As long as everything is flat. If there's wrinkles or creases in the paper, does that mess it up? Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. I might have to try that. Markup is no longer free, but I like it, so I bought. Oh wow! Ooh, where did I? Pattern Keeper doesn't work. Yeah. Gail, I have no idea. I would think it's not going to delete itself. I would think you no longer get the updates. I can't answer that. I honestly don't know. Yes, Julie, markup is very slow on a Samsung. It's very laggy. I don't use it on there. Yes. If you're going to do markup, put it on an iPad. Now, the only thing is it only goes on an iPad or your phone. But it does not go on a desktop or a laptop. Oh, Missy, no. Oh, no. You just stitched your block 3 threads too low. No. Oh, I'm sorry. See, that's what happens to me when I stitch on the lives. I make too many mistakes. Because I can't do 2 things at one time. Yes, X's are fun. And they're relaxing and they're rhythmic and yeah. Yeah, part of the learning process. One of the reasons I don't stitch while watching, I mess up. Well, you're not alone, Lucia. You are not alone. I've even advanced to moving through the 2 holes at once. Oh, you're doing the sewing method. Good for you. Absolutely. Oh, Leanne, the manual D-skew takes care of the creases. Oh. Trick to photographing a chart flat is to place it under a sheet of glass. Well, I would have never thought of that either. And it doesn't get a glare? Nicole, no, you can't. Oh, you can't see my stitching. Oh, I moved it again, didn't I? hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. There it is. Because I'm being naughty and not stitching. Okay, can you see it now? It just looks pretty instead of looking at blank fabric. Oh, well, I'll have to, and you don't get a glare. This is a clear example of Karen made me do it. The sampler, I mean. Yeah, kind of, sort of, didn't I? Oh, but let me... Okay, you need to control the surrounding light. Let me grab mine. Where did I... Oh. Back. Whoa! You have over 8,600 stitches done and you're off a row. Oh my. Can't you fudge it? I surely wouldn't be stitching if it... Aww. Aww, how kind is that? Yeah, if it's... Robin, if it's background, just fudge it. That's what I do. Okay. Here we go. I'll put it on here. Oh. Not those needles. Get those needles out of the way. Move. There we go. That's right. Here we go. I could work on this. Okay, let's turn this off. There we are. This is mine. So that's the... There we go. That's the... That's the top row. That's the next row. That angle is bad. Hold on. Okay, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to move this. Okay, don't get sick. Because I can see you not stitching. Look at my messy desk, everybody. Okay, here we go. This is better. There you are. There you are. So this is the top three. Now, I did not do all the little dove's eyes that go in these cut parts. And then I'm working on this one. And then I have 4 more to do. So Yes. It's your first Hardanger piece, Missy. Oh, and you're doing such a great job. Robin, just fudge it. Just fudge it. There's a way. There is a way, honest. What do you do with the finished Hardanger piece? I wouldn't use it, so that's why I don't stitch it. Well, you can frame it. This style of piece I would not use as like a doily or anything. You could use it as the front of a tote bag. You could make it into a pillow. You could see if it would work that way, just figuring here. You could line it and, okay, this could be the front, this could be the back, and then these could be the flap to close like a little purse type thing, handbag type clutch. I mean, these you might have to, oh no, if you do them on that side. So you could have like a little, fold it that way and make a little clutch out of it. Instead of putting that border around it, you could run a buttonhole edge around so that, okay, I would leave that to sew a lining to, but then you could buttonhole edge around all of this and put, as you're doing that buttonhole, go through both layers of fabric. So, yeah, I mean, just get creative with it. This could do quite a few things. I think I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine. Let's see. What am I? See, you. This is why I don't stitch. Tracy. Watch the videos on this stitch along. In the beginning, I show you how to do every stitch. Then there's that series I put out of Let's Learn the Basics. It teaches you all these stitches. Because the whole thing is, this is the deal. Hardanger is not difficult stitches. It is a combination of very simple stitches that may, stitched in combination with each other, make something wonderful. Okay. Just to say, this is a 4-sided stitch. Not difficult. Cluster blocks are satin stitches. 5 satin stitches. Okay, see if they focus. Focus. Come on. 5 satin stitches over 4 fabric threads. And as in this one, you can do them in a straight line, as in that one, or you can stair step them. Just a matter of which way your pattern calls. These are little flowers. They're just satin stitch. These are just satin stitch. I'm sure people have done eyelets. If you stitch samplers, you probably made eyelets. They're not hard. And that's all that this is. Oh, the one that you would have to learn is this cable stitch. And that's easy peasy also. So all it is a combination of simple stitches put in a pattern to make the designs. Yeah. Now, there was a chart that one of the peeps asked, it was a photo, and she asked if I could chart it for her. Or no, she didn't ask me if I could chart it for her. She asked me if I knew what chart it was or where to get it. And okay, a little light shining here in the way. Get the glare off. Oh, that's from the ceiling. Sorry. Okay. This was the chart. I have no idea where to get it. I have no idea if it's out of print, who the designer is, or anything. I charted it. But it was for her personal use only. Okay? What I am doing is taking this as a base and recharting a chart. It may be similar, but a little different. No, maybe a lot different. So, when I finish it, so I got it small enough that you can see it. Okay? When I finish it, if you are a VIP member, you will get it as a free chart. It will be a free chart for VIP members. And VIP members are people that have joined the channel via a paid membership. That's one of the perks is you get some freebies and you get to join my special Facebook group. So this will go out to VIP members when I finish it. But I'm, like I said, in the process of charting it now. Whoa. I wanted to make it just a smidge bigger for you to see. So if you're interested in something like this, the link to become a VIP member is in the drop-down box of the video. So Yeah. So I do dabble in some designing every once in a while. And I'm probably going to stitch it at some point. And what would I do with that? I have no idea. I have no idea. I would think of something. Where am I here? I lost my place. So I need okay, I got those. Okay. Did that. Karen made me do it. Yeah, Karen made you do it. You surely wouldn't be stitching if it weren't. Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah. Misty, I'm so glad you tried Hardanger. It's I would hate to see it get lost. Tracy, you got all kinds of stuff. Oh my. Well, Barbie, you know what? It's not a race. It's not a race. The videos will be up. They're not going anywhere. The Learn the Basics is not going anywhere. The stitch alongs for this sampler are not going anywhere. They will always be there. Always be there. Okay, now how did I... Okay, I keep losing my place on the on the chat. Julie, you need one more hobby. One more. Yeah, I'm on block 11. And I really do not pick it up that often. I really don't. I usually, the most I stitch on it is when I do a video. And after the video, I will try and complete that block and sometimes start the next one, sometimes not. And Joy, yours is at the framers. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it framed. That's going to be so cool. Julie, Hardanger is a kind of thing like cross stitch. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It is a needle art, just like cross stitch. Therefore, it is something done with a one-eyed needle, and therefore falls into the same category as cross stitch. So therefore, it is not a new hobby. How'd you like that rationalization? You could use that. You could use that as an excuse. Oh, Latassa, thank you for the company. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it so, so much. Yeah, Miss Elizabeth, I kind of am leaning towards that purse idea. How about you? I think that's, I think that might be how I do it. And if I decide to do that, I'm not going to put those fancy stitches around the edge. I'm going to buttonhole edge it to put it to sew the sides together, and then edge off around what would be the flap. So if I decide to do that, I will make a video that will show how I'm doing it in case anybody else wants to do it. Yeah, Julie, I gave you the reason. Just call it cross stitch. Ooh, Yeah, Martina, you know what? Martina is already cutting and adding the dove's eyes, which is a good idea. Normally, I would have done all of that along the way and not saved it to the end. Pardon me while I sleep. One more maybe. Oh, excuse me. Normally I would finish the block completely as I go along, and I did save it. Yeah, I really don't know why I saved it. We should have cut as we went along, because it's a lot of cutting to do in the end, and I already have cut mine up to where I am, and I will make the stitch along video tomorrow. I didn't do it on Thursday. I did it on Friday. However, I could not post it. Because you know that extra buzzy sound we were getting in the very beginning here? Well, that was through my whole video that I recorded. And thank God I played it back before I went to post it, because it was really terrible. So it was recorded, but I have to redo it. So I plan on, I would have redone it today, except I already had this live scheduled. So I will be redoing it tomorrow. And when I redo it, I will be showing you how to put the dove's eyes, oops, here a little bit, how to put the dove's eyes in when it's in between the blocks, the cluster blocks like that. Okay. Because you don't, I mean, I've shown you how to do it with wrapped bars, but not with cluster blocks. So we'll go over that. We'll work a little bit more on block 11. Maybe if I do a little bit more of block 11, I'll finish that tomorrow when I record, and I'll get started on block 12 and definitely show you how to do the dove's eyes in there. So yeah, that will be on the agenda for tomorrow, and it should go up sometime tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Barbie. I tried really hard to make them look at my little chocolate stain. Fortunately, that gets cut off. One of the reasons why you shouldn't munch while you're stitching. I tried very hard to make those videos understandable for everyone and step by step instructions. So yeah, hopefully you will get out of them what you need. And yeah, you might have to pause or go back and rewatch or whatever it takes. It always stands. If you have questions, let me know. Let me know. And yes, you can do it without me, honest. Well, no, not really. Don't look at the back of this piece, because I really wasn't as neat about it as I oftentimes am. Yeah, it had a lot more busy stuff in it. You can see my thread carries and what have you. Let me grab. Oh. good to get up and move a little bit once in a while. I get too stiff. Okay. This needs to be washed. But I think you've all seen this one at one time or another. Oops. Okay. You've all seen this one time. This one I made, oh my. The best part of 30 years ago. Okay. Now I'm gonna zoom in. Okay. Now, this is the front. This is the back. Okay. Let me get my zoom a little clearer here. There we go. So, for all intents and purposes, the back of your work should look like this. Okay. There's an even, okay, check out this one. Very little carries showing. But again, look at this. This is all the stitches that I've already showed you in the basic course. Satin stitch ships. Double cable stitch. This is just a satin stitch square done on an angle. Cluster blocks. Cutting and wrapping. That's all it is. And it's just how you put it all together. See? So, it's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard. This, I didn't take my time and think about how to carry, or it would have been a lot of stopping and starting. So again, I'm happy. I'm fine with it. It is what it is. Yeah, Lucia, you're right. It's cloth, thread, and a needle. That's all it is. What you do on that cloth, thread, and a needle, hey, so you're doing a bit of a different stitch. It's still just a color cross stitch. Well, I am glad that I could be an enabler to some of you. I think I missed the question, but I will answer it here, or I will answer it now. Someone asked if there were books I could recommend. Yes, there are several. Janice Love is the books that I always would recommend. They are very hard to find, and I think they got a little pricey in the grand scheme of things. But it's Hardanger, Basics and Beyond, and then there is another one called Fundamentals Made Fancy. which are her 2 books that are very, very good with instructions on how to do this. That being said, I would highly recommend the books by Yvette Stanton, which are readily available. You can order them direct from her, or I believe you can also find them on Amazon. And let me tell you the name of them. I have several. Okay, where is that other one? It's probably right in front of my nose and I'm not seeing it. I must have it out somewhere. I thought I had it with all this stuff, but I'm not sure where I put it at the moment. Okay. This one, and again, let's take you out here. Okay. This one is Early Style Hardanger by Yvette Stanton. Excellent, excellent, excellent book. It gives you patterns. Okay. It gives you all kinds of information. There's a pattern in here for a lampshade. That's cool. Christmas stocking. In the beginning of the book, there's also sheets of patterns for those pictured things. In the beginning of the book, she tells you about Hardanger. She compares Hardanger, original Hardanger, how it was done, with the new contemporary Hardanger that a lot of us are doing today, because there is a difference in the style of stitches. Traditional Hardanger was done on linen with linen thread, and the count was very fine. It was typically a band as opposed to a big doily type piece. So it was bands that were used as decorative things on clothing. Yeah, those are the biggest. If I remember reading that it doesn't use a lot of the ships and the flowers like we use today. She goes over what you need material-wise. She gives you projects. But the best part is she tells you where and how to start. I could probably bring it in a little bit. Right. Let me do it this way. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Now it's not clear. I'm going to let it alone before I mess it up totally. She gives you how to start threads, right-handed and left-handed people, how to do the stitches, how to do your cluster blocks in a straight line, how to do them on a diagonal, how to do your she calls them roses, other satin stitches, a lace, it's all kinds of stitches, the different ways to do eyelets. How to do a diamond eyelet. I never thought about that until I looked at this book. Yeah, all kinds. There's one just called, I think it's just called Hardanger embroidery, and I have it around here somewhere, but I'm hard pressed at the moment. Wait, I think I know where it is now. One place I didn't look. No, not in there either. What the Harry? Okay, it's around here somewhere. I just am a little lost to find it at the moment. When I find it, I'll post the title of it. It's here someplace. It's what happens when you have too much stuff. But this is another one. It's called Frisian Whitework, which is very similar, using a lot of the same stitches as Hardanger does. And again, she explains all of that, but it's would give you a variety of more stitches to be able to use on a piece of Hardanger. But they're all, Hardanger is a form of white work. Frisian is a form of white work. It's from Friesland, where Hardanger is from the Hardanger Fjord. So the Janice Love books, and this is well used and loved because you see it is falling apart. Hardanger Basics and Beyond by Janice Love, and she gives very good illustrations on how to do things. So this was my go-to book for many, many years. That will be very hard to find. So will Fundamentals Made Fancy. And the difference between these two is Fundamentals Made Fancy is just an extension of the first. Look, a $20, well, you can't probably see that very well. $20 years ago when I bought it. And the reason this is very well loved, and I really will never get rid of it, is because Janice signed it. I've had this book since 1990, ladies and gentlemen. And then I have another Hardanger Tips and Tricks by Carol Penderson. That's another nice book to have because it tells you information on making things a little easier and maybe how to fix some things if you have a mistake. And this one is probably with my basic Hardanger book by Yvette. It's Julie Norton's Taking the Hard Out of Hardanger is another very good one. So these are my go-to when someone asks me about Hardanger books. The ones by Yvette, if you go to her website, and all you need to do is just search on Google Yvette Stanton, and it'll take you to her website. They are for sale on there. And the cool thing is, and I can't wait, I absolutely cannot wait. There is a new book coming out, and you will see it on Amazon. There's a new book coming out that is going to be like a Hardanger filling stitch dictionary. It's due out in fall unless things have changed. I already have it pre-ordered directly from Yvette. If you pre-order it on Amazon, it will not be until next year sometime. So I would say if you want it sooner rather than later, go to Yvette's website and order it. I think, if I remember correctly, to order it, I'm going to say right up front, it's not cheap. To order it and to have it shipped, because she's in Australia, my price came to $80-something. But it will be absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. I have to touch base with her again. But at one point, we were talking about her coming on and we'd have to work it out, but her coming on my channel and doing a live when her book, closer to the time that her book is ready for release. So I have to touch base with her closer to the time to see if she still wants to do that, because I am happy with her. I would be thrilled to death to have her come on and do a live stream with me. Now, she would, of course, do it from Australia. And, but we could do that as a, I can video call her. I'm looking up the name of her book, the new one that's coming out. Her website is Vetty, Vetty Creations. And her new book coming out is called Hardanger Filling Stitches. And let's see, I have it pre-ordered. It will be available late 2023. And let's see, if you're in Australia with trackable shipping, it's $55.99. If you're in New Zealand, it's $69.99. And shipping to the rest of the world is $88.99, and that's Australian dollars. So I can't remember what it comes to in US dollars, but there's a picture of the cover. So this is a provisional cover. This isn't finalized yet. And Filling Stitches, a step-by-step handbook. So what she's going to do is actually walk you through every step of completing that stitch. You can pre-order it now. It's up for pre-order now. I've pre-ordered mine, a while ago. Here's a sample of the pages. I try not to get the glare from my lights on it. Okay, so that's what is going to be in the book. So here's one for woven diagonals. So, she shows you how to put your extra threads in to weave these points in addition to your bars. Yeah, I can't wait for it. I absolutely can't wait for it. So, yeah, those were the books that I highly recommend. Now, they used to be on Amazon. Julie, you saying you're not finding them there? I don't know. Maybe she's taken them off. I'm not sure. But go to her website and you can order them. You can order all her books directly from her. She has okay, that's that one. That's the pre-order. Okay, she has the Frisian one. There's I'm not sure how you say it, SMOYG pattern book, early style Hardanger, Sardinian knotted embroidery, Portuguese white work, the left-handed embroiderer's companion for you left-handed folks, and also one for right-handed people. Elegant Hardanger embroidery, that's the one that I have here somewhere, and I don't know where it is at the moment. Mount Merrick embroidery and Ukrainian drawn thread embroidery. So, I mean, she is a wealth of information and a lovely, lovely person. So I am very much hoping that we will still go through with doing a live together. Let me switch to this. Yeah, there we go. I hope so. Like I said, closer to when the book is due is what the plan was. I'll have to see what she's up to, what she's available, and coordinate schedules with her. And yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, really? Thrift Books has the new book on pre-order for $26 US. Wow. That's wonderful. I have mine ordered from her. I'm not going to change it. I originally ordered it through Amazon, but then I got a notice through Amazon that instead of fall of 2023, it wasn't going to be available till February of 2024. And I thought, no, it needs to be in my grubby little hands before that. Yeah, oh, okay. Okay, Joy. You found it on Amazon Canada. Okay. Yeah, February 2024. No. These grubby little fingers need it before then. Amazon pre-order is $34.95 Canadian. Gotcha. Well, Julie, I'm glad you stopped by and glad you were here today. Wonderful. Enjoy your dinner. I smell something cooking in my kitchen that my husband is making. He's making ham and green beans, and it's making me very hungry. Yeah, I would like to have it now, please. Exactly. But I think it would be a lot of fun to have Yvette on a live stream, and I would video call her in, and that would be just a lot of fun, and talk about wealth of information. She is a total wealth of information. She has a YouTube channel also. Something Light Work. But if you just search her name, I'm sure you will find it. But watch her videos. She has some excellent videos. They're not long. They're not long at all. But they are very, very well done and very, very informative. So, yeah, go check her channel out. She has a lot of stuff out there, and a lot of stuff explaining how to do she teaches you how to do stitches also. Let me find it. Let me find it. Oh, I don't want that. I want to go to subscriptions. It would help if I just search it, wouldn't it? Yeah, her channel is just Yvette Stanton, and there's bunches. White Threads Floss Tube is what she calls them. And she has a wealth of videos out there. She has them on her new book. She has them on traditional embroidery. She has Craft Show Roundup new classes, how to find the end of a spool of linen thread. She did a masquerade mask, which is gorgeous. She has how to decide if that thread's going to work for what you're doing. Traditional Norwegian picots, how to do square eyelets, how to pick out scissors, laying tools, bullion knots, a wealth. So do check her channel out, because she has a lot of wonderful knowledge to share. So, that's some of the ways I learn how I know. So watching other people such as that have a wealth. So, well, what else do we have to yak about today? I'm running out of stuff. Julie made notes. Yeah. So hopefully those of you that are interested in Hardanger. Oh, Tracy, I missed you. Tracy Salt, I missed you jumping on here. Aw, thank you. Yeah, and I noticed on Julie Norton's book, Take the Heart Out of Hardanger, she starts her threads in a very different way than I do. I'm not going to get up again to find the book, but it's like similar to like a little pin stitch that she does underneath her first set of cluster blocks, or wherever she's starting, that she can hide that so that it creates less bulk on the back of the work and keeps the back neater. I've not seen that before, and I found that very interesting. The other thing I found rather interesting in all the videos of people stitching Hardanger that I watched, I have not seen anybody else end their threads the way I do. Now, the way I showed everyone in the videos that I made, the way I end the thread is I use what I don't know the name of what it actually is called. What I have called it is a locking stitch, where you go under a block, you bring your thread back up around and go over the first satin stitch under the rest, and at the other end you do the same thing, over the first satin stitch, back under the rest, and then keep going. Or go under 2 more blocks and then cut your thread off. That's how I was shown how to do it, and that's the way I have always done it. However, I've noticed in a lot of videos that I've watched that a lot of people just go under 3 or 4 blocks and cut their thread. So I would say either way is correct, but I am curious if someone's just going under 3 or 4 blocks, is that enough to hold it that it doesn't come undone with years of use? Because like I said, this table center was done, I'm going to go back to my other screen, was done many, I'm going to say at least, oh, those noisy cars, at least 30 years ago. And you can focus. I probably can't get it close enough that it focuses. It's going to focus on other stuff. But I locked all my starts and ends, and well, you can tell because you still can't tell the front from the back. It's always funny when my husband would lay this down, like if we moved it for some reason and he'd go to put it back, it was always laid on the table upside down because he couldn't tell the front from the back. But nothing has come undone is my point here. Out of all the years that this has been around, not any of the stitching has come undone, and it virtually needs a good wash, but it virtually looks the same way as it did when I finished it. Now, speaking of washing, if you're going to make something into a doily that you're going to put on a table and it has the potential to get dirty, you can wash it, but I would suggest you hand wash it. Don't put it in the washing machine. Please. Because I'll tell you what, I'll demonstrate it on this. I had done, back in the day, many years ago, before all the highfalutin LED or whatever TVs came out, we had a console. I guess a console TV is what we called it. It was a TV it was a piece of furniture. Your TV was in this thing. And I had made a doily for on the top of it. And I was dusting. And not thinking, I picked it up and thought, oh, I'll just shake off the dust. Like this. I did this. And as I did that, my buttonhole stitches came out. So I have a whole section of buttonhole stitches. That's many years ago, and I have not gotten brave enough to try and refix it yet. But I should. I should, because it can be repaired, and I should fix it. Maybe one of these days I'll get it out and do that. But by putting it in the washer, it's gonna get this done to it. And your stitches might come undone. So I wash mine in a basin in the sink with tepid water. Okay, you don't want it real hot, you don't want it real cold. Just at that point where you can't tell the difference between hot and cold. With a little bit of Dreft laundry detergent. We used to wash babies' diapers in it. And it has a whitening agent in it. And you can let it soak. And if you have to let it soak for days, you can let it soak for days. And it doesn't hurt it. But you can soak it, change the water, soak it, change the water, soak it until it's clean. You might want to swoosh it around a little bit, but you don't put it in the wash machine because you don't want all that hard work to fall apart. But if you need directions on how to wash it, let me know. I can make a video on that. It's very similar to washing cross stitch. You don't wring it. You don't do this. You rinse it really well. You lay it in a towel. You roll it in a towel. You press on that towel to get the excess water out. And you take it to the ironing board and you iron it till it's dry. That's how it's done. Or that's how I do it. Other people might do it differently, but that's how I do it. It's just my recommendations. And, like I said, always say there's many paths to the same outcome. So you might know of a different way that works just as well, and that's fine. That's fine. Missy would not trust to be secure enough if you don't do the locking stitch. Yeah, I agree. Lucia, yes, there is a tutorial for how to wash and iron your cross stitch work. I can't remember the number offhand, but I can message it to you or put it in the drop down box here. But yeah, I have done one, and it's basically what I said about washing the Hardanger. I wash it in the sink in not hot but not cold water. I think it's in I thought it was in the book of knowledge, but apparently it's not. How to wash cross stitch. See if mine comes up. Well, how about if I do it this way? How to wash car stitch? Yeah. Yes, it's floss tube number 91. I did it 2 years ago. How to wash your needlework, it's called. So it's number 91 for those of you that want to know how to wash your stuff. And it is 58 minutes long. Now, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of videos here for how to wash your stuff. Most of them are pretty similar. You know, so some people just use Dawn dish detergent, and that's fine. There is a product called Synthropol that you can put in the water, and it acts as a color catcher, so that if anything bleeds, it will prevent it from reattaching to the fabric. And well, we know how things can get. Yes, some people do put their stuff in a like a lingerie bag, or I forget what they're called, and throw it in the washer. There are people that do it, and it has been fine. So, you know, if you wanna try it, I'd say go for it. Again, it's personal preference. It's what you would prefer to do. I would make sure that it's on a delicate cycle. I did see a floss tuber who just kind of threw her stuff in with a low to wash. And it came out okay. The only thing was her edges were all starting to fray out. Like she had strings of fabric hanging from it where it was fraying from the agitation of being in the washer. So if you're going to do that, I would say make sure that you have your edges zigzagged or serged or something. Yes, Lucia, you're absolutely right. Yeah, don't have it acting like a centrifuge. Oh, there's a kitty cat behind me. I'm surprised he hasn't been up on the table trying to get after stuff. Yeah, so again, my personal preference, and what I do is I hand wash. Jen, I would never put a full coverage in the washer either. No, not in this lifetime. No, it would be hand washed in a basin in the sink. Yeah, not happening. Not after you spent. Okay, Stitcher's Retreat. Would I have put that in the water? No way. That was 5 years of my life, and I would not risk having that. Yeah, no. All I can say, no way. Not happening. So, yeah. I might just use drain and take off spin. Well, that's a thought. Because it's the spinning that causes the edges to fray. Yeah. Is there something that I just would not wash at all? I would be very careful with your hand-dyed fabrics, unless you know for certain that they're color fast. Because if you wash those, you're going to lose your hand-dyed. Or depending on what threads you used. Like if you used a hand-dyed thread, you might not want to wash that. You want to be very careful with those. Barbie, what you heard running was my air conditioner. It wasn't what, it was my air conditioner. My little room here gets a little warm. So I have my air conditioner running. So that's probably what you heard. Yes, you can do that, Jen. 10,000 left on your full coverage. Oh, we want to see pictures. You better, please post pictures. We love pictures. Baby washing powder. Yeah, that'll work. Like I said, I use Draft laundry detergent or Dawn dishwashing soap. Either or. And then I put that Synthropol in it, which you can buy on Amazon. Syntropol. And you can get it in big bottles or you can get it in little bottles. And I would suggest, if you're going to get it, just get a little bottle, because I have had a bottle for years and it goes a long way. And I will tell you that the use of that, Vicki Clayton, first of all, lives near me. Second of all, our friends, now granted, I haven't talked to her in a long time. But she is the one who told me about the Synthropol. So, yeah, it comes from a very good source. That's what you want to use to prevent the dye from reattaching to your fabric. Yes, any mild. Yeah, Draft has always been my go-to, and I had a mentor at one time who told me about that, and I've just used that since. It's been my go-to. Yeah, Jen, it's not a race. Enjoy the process. 10,000 stitches, just enjoy them, because you know what happens when you finish one? It's like going through a loss. You miss it. I still miss my Stitcher's Retreat, and it's been finished and hanging in my living room for 2 years, and I am still searching for the piece that's going to replace that feeling I had when I was stitching on that. And I just haven't found it yet. Yeah, and maybe I can't replace it. But that's, yeah. I miss that one terribly, working on it. Well, I should go see what my husband's up to. We're back about 2.5 hours. Yeah, I have to check how long you can stay on a live stream on YouTube. I never checked that. I always wonder. Yeah, because every now and again it tells me that my data is not getting through to the stream, but it should be. Synthropol. Yes, Synthropol. Synthropol. That is correct. I might have put an O in there instead of the A. Finnish hangover. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's like losing a member of your family when you finish something that's taking you that long and is that big. It's like, wow, what a loss. What a loss. It becomes a part of you. It becomes a very good friend. And then it's gone. It's finished. Yes, it's hanging on the wall and I see it every day. But yeah, I'm not stitching on it. And that's the attachment. That's the attachment. One day, hopefully I'll find one. So with that, guys, I think we're gonna call this a day. And Karen's actually gonna try and get some stitching done. I'm not going to count my stitches because all those stitches that I didn't count because that was just marking off stuff that was already stitched. So we, of course, did not beat the 60-some stitches of yesterday. So, my friends, if you are wanting a free chart, think about becoming a VIP member. But I think most of the people here, well, not all, but that membership is always available if you're interested. No pressure. No pressure at all. If you are interested, there's a link in the drop-down box. It's certainly much appreciated, and those funds go towards like the nerd frame that I bought in order to test it out and review it for all of you because I was being asked about it. So that's where things go. There will be, when we reach 15,000 subscribers, it will be used for postage to mail out the winnings. And I'm collecting things to be the winnings. Yeah. This group the VIP members get first dibs if I decide to purge things. So they get first dibs at if they want anything before it goes out to the rest of people. So, just a few things that are extras. Nothing's different. They just get some extra things. So, up to you. No pressure. If you're interested, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. Martina, block 1 and 2 are complete. Yes! Good for you. Good for you. You'll catch up. I'll slow down. It'll be a while. Okay, my friends, we're going to call this a day, and hopefully I will see you I will be doing a Hardanger video for the stitch along probably tomorrow. And Tuesday, I plan on a stitch along of whatever project I happen to pull that day. So hopefully I will see you then. That will not be a live. That will be a pre-recorded one. So I hope all of you have a great rest of your weekend. Those of you that are in the path of these storms, please stay safe. They're coming to visit us tomorrow, I believe. So stay safe. Have a great weekend. And till next time, bye-bye for now.